He wanted me to read him his eulogy before he passed. My grandfather, Michael Stanley Purdy, was born in Michigan City, Indiana on May 20th of 1949. His mother, Julia Purdy, and his father, Charles A. Purdy, raised him. He grew up living in different parts of the United States, from Florida to Kansas to California and New Mexico. He graduated high school and went to college. However, he was drafted into the U.S. Army, where he was then sent to Fort Ord in Washington. After training, he was sent to Vietnam. He was assigned to the AmeriCal Division, to the Air Cavalry Delta 1st to the 1st. He was awarded many medals, including the National Defense Service Medal with the 1st Oak Leaf Cluster, the Vietnam Campaign Medal with the 60 device, the Combat Infantry Badge, the Vietnam Service Medal with 1 Bronze Star, and an Air Medal. He left Vietnam on December 13, 1971, and was honorably discharged in July of 1976. He then re-entered college right after Vietnam and graduated from Mesa College with his associates and then transferred to UCSD. He worked for the United States Postal Service for some time and then went to work for Kyocera International Incorporated. He started working as a printer setup technician and was promoted to be a supervisor position. Eventually, he became manager and later retired from Kyocera in June of 2007. It's not hard to say that Michael will be missed greatly by everyone whose lives he's touched, including my own. I cannot thank him enough. I cannot thank him enough for adopting me in 2011 and becoming basically a second father. Even though he's no longer here, I will always carry the memories we had together. I'll miss waking up in the morning to his wholehearted laugh coming from the living room as he watched his Western movies, only to find him in his navy blue robe and slippers, the coffee in one hand and a Pop-Tart in the other. I'll miss coming home from school and asking him what's for dinner, because even though I hate meatloaf, I'd do anything just to have it one more time. I truly believe it is safe to speak for all of us here when I say that Michael was, without a doubt, the rock of this family. Whenever you had a problem or question, you know exactly who to ask. For anyone that knew Michael, you knew that it was best not to have plans or somewhere to be before asking him a question about history or guns, because he'd never be able to leave. He was like a textbook of never-ending information, and I know I will miss that greatly. I will miss going shooting with him and listening to go on and on about the newest of guns he's purchased when really I had no idea what he was talking about. When we would sit down and watch an action movie together, he would always pause the movie just to tell me what firearm was being used and how many rounds it had. I would eagerly sit listening to him and all of his stories of when he was a boy and his teenage years and when he met Nana. And I wish I could thank him for all the great things that he has taught me, from life lessons to learning about cars and teaching me how to drive manual. I remember the days he sat in the passenger seat when I was learning to drive in Nana's car, and his small screams of terror when I'd run a red light or nearly swerve into another car. Before he passed, I promised him that I would watch 5 movies of his choice. Unfortunately, we were never able to do so. After his passing, I then made a promise to myself that I would watch these movies. I came home and went to his room only to find that he had not chosen 5 movies, but rather 13 of them. All of them of which are John Wayne. Even though I will most likely not understand a single thing going on, and the task would have been much easier if he were here to watch them with me, I know that for each one, he'll be by my side, laughing in spirit. My mom also wrote a poem, but she's sick. Her voice is like gone. So I'd like to read a poem that she wrote. It's called Into the Deep. Grief feels like an ocean, vast and wide and deep. It ebbs and flows throughout the day, then rocks me off to sleep. On some days, it will rage within, creating waves so high that the only thing is to hold on tight and struggle not to cry. Another day's sweet memories will calm the waves I ride. Then once again, grief's ocean swells, and from it I cannot hide. I know that I must stay afloat until my time is through, and ride these waves to heaven's shore where I'll be met by you. I love you forever, Dad, and will miss you always. Love, your youngest daughter, Eve.